3-0, but they had a little bit more fight today than they did in the previous two. What did you see different out of Charlotte in today's game than the doubleheader yesterday?
Well, I think it's always hard to beat someone 3 times. They got to see all of our pitchers in the first 2 games, and I thought they made a few adjustments at the plate. And then we gave them a few runs. I mean, not runs. We gave them a few chances as the game progressed through errors and not making plays. So they just kept hitting it and kept fighting.
And I felt like both Shelby and Kelsey did a good job at, even though you had those errors, kind of recuperating from those. And they had, even when those players got on base, they would kind of recover from that and usually strike out the next batter. So do you kind of feel like they did a good job at responding, even when sometimes their teammates didn't exactly have their best performance defensively?
Absolutely. Nunn was great. Ike was great. I think it's Ike's best relief performance I've seen thus far. They both shut it down in the circle, and anytime you shut it down in the circle, good things are going to happen. And
what do you feel like the combination of those two kind of does to Charlotte when you kind of change the pace like that, bringing in someone like Ike who can bring the heat and also has like a bit of an upper curve to a lot of her fastballs?
Yeah, they're 2 different pitchers. Ike lives up and Nunn lives down, and they both did a good job changing speeds today. And all 3 pitchers that do this series did a great job. They all throw different. And so I think it's hard from a hitter's perspective to adjust to that. So I'm really proud of the pitching staff this entire weekend.
And obviously Sullivan had a great day from the plate today. What did you see kind of differently from her? Or even, she had a good first 2 games, but was there something different today that you saw out of her?
I thought she was very patient, and she picked her pitch and put a good swing on it. She does a good job at the plate and as well as in the circle. So she's a triple threat, I would say.
And you guys have a big conference series coming up against FAU and then games against UK and Louisville. What do you think this team needs to improve most on before those games, or some things you maybe need to work on before those big matchups?
I think we can always get better at all facets of the game. They're willing to work. They put in a lot of time. They put in a lot of extra time. Everybody's got everyone's back. We'll focus on shutting it down after an error happens and recouping, but I thought we played well the entire weekend.
And this is my first chance getting to talk to you this season, and you're now up to 22-5. What do you feel like is kind of going differently for you guys this season? Now up to, what would that be, over an 80% record win percentage now?
I think we have all 3 parts of the game. In the circle, we're very strong, and our offense has produced a lot of runs this season. And we actually lead Conference USA in stolen bases and also in opponent batting average. So if our pitching is good and our base running or hitting is good, our chances of winning go way up.
Awesome. Thank you.
One more question. Yep. After 12 games on the road, we finally got to play at home again. How awesome was it to have a home crowd behind us?
Yeah, I think we've got great fans, great support throughout the community. We learned how to win on the road. You don't get the last say in a lot of those games. And so I feel like playing at home just felt good, felt comfortable, and